Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another.
And me.
That was
Beep. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video. We are back again with another episode of WandaVision. This week we have episode 5. Aim is dying.
Yeah.
So, guys, predictions for this week. I really have nothing. I don't know what it's going to be. Like, the last week's episode was so crazy and explained everything.
I definitely think I'm gonna be really surprised if it is not it's totally gonna be about WandaVision. So I don't think we're gonna get any outside perspective.
I think it'll be mostly the sitcom. It'll be the 80s sitcoms, like Family Ties or whatever.
Oh, wait, so is this the one with the Halloween?
No, I don't think so.
How old do you think the kids are gonna be?
Halloween is 90s, so
Because
they'll age with the
this
decades.
episode where like Vision found the barrier.
No, but that isn't just this episode. Like when they say like episode 5 promo, it's like promo for episode 5 and all the rest of the episodes. So I don't think Vision's gonna find the barrier of Westview in this episode. I mean, he could, but that looked more like the 90s or 2000s episode. So we'll see.
They're pushing it.
Guys, I would just like to say, even though this was spoiled for me, I already predicted what happened before it was spoiled for me.
Wow.
So don't tell us
Please
your
don't share. Please don't share
Don't
with
tell us
us.
your prediction.
All right. 3, 2, 1, beginning.
Wait, what show is this?
Family Ties. Agnes knows she's.
But then I
an
feel like
actor in
Agnes
the show.
doesn't know that she's in like.
No, she knows.
Oh, she
She
does.
just asked if we should take it from the
She
top.
said, "Can we take it from the top?" Yeah, she knows she's an actor in a sitcom. Wanda stopped concentrating on the twins, so they stopped crying because they aren't there.
Alright, so first of all,
Whatever.
Ugly kids.
it's probably Wanda controlling it. Second of all, that's actually a really good question that she asked. Like, why can she control everything else but not her own kids? Probably that's just another manifesto of what she perceives to be like normal. So she can control everything else, but she wants the kids to have their own free will, or it could be a completely separate explanation. But we'll find out as we keep going. As for when that brief pause and like Agnes was like, so should we take it from the top? Yes, that was extremely sus, very intentional. You'll have to keep talking about it because it's obvious and it's supposed to be acting.
Okay, but I'm asking. Okay, so like you know how she was pregnant like one day and then the next day she gave birth.
Yeah.
And then
Does it
like
matter?
we're
Does it
progressing-
matter though? But does it matter?
No, because I'm saying we're progressing through like the decades so fast.
Yeah.
It's probably like, is it that time goes faster in there? And like
No,
that's
then
how the kids grew up?
WandaVision would be old, and you wouldn't be seeing the same characters at the same age. You know.
Yes. So that's why again, it's because of Wanda. This is how she wants to see
She
everything.
doesn't know what she wants. She keeps trying to change
That's what
it.
Jonathan said last.
She loses focus, and she all of a sudden everything shifts around her. Her reality is unstable.
She's like, okay, I get pregnant. What happens in the next episode? Okay, they get older, and now we're going through that stage of life. Where as young parents, we're still young. Everyone else is young too, because no one ever ages in the sitcom.
Has she not been named Scarlet Witch yet in the MCU? They're not referred to her as Scarlet Witch? Guess not. She found Vision's corpse. So that is an reanimated version of Vision's corpse. Oh my god.
Is that where Mephisto comes in? The whole fact that like Vision's kind of alive then?
Probably.
I have a theory.
But alright, go.
I think they're gonna be doing like a Trojan horse type thing, where they're gonna send something in that Wanda agrees with, belongs in that period or her episode, so she's not gonna change it. That way they can sneak in unnoticed. That's it.
Lagos, Nigeria, that's where she blew up the building with crossbones in Civil War.
How the hell do you remember that?
Wasn't it just brought up?
Lagos.
Yeah, it was. They just showed the video of it.
Oh, never mind.
What?
Dude, shut up!
Wait, it's X-Men Quicksilver. It's Evan Peters.
Yeah, but she is very much not in control.
Her sons did it because she said it. My brother's far away, and they're like,
Well, why would it be X-Men Quicksilver? It doesn't make any sense. Why would it be him?
They don't know.
Said she recast that he got recast.
Yeah, remember the only reason Vision is back is because Wanda got his corpse, and this
Yeah,
is just
so maybe like she
Right.
put like his, I don't know if he's a soul or like whatever, but like right, and then maybe he just did the same thing for Quicksilver, except instead of like taking a dead corpse, kind of just took like some random person that looked kind of like him.
Yes, that would make sense.
Yes.
I also heard rumors about multiverse, but I don't think they're ready for that.
So could be multiverse. Could just be like her mind, just like reprocessing everything.
I think it's the kids. The kids have to do with something.
The kids. I mean, yeah. Vision asked the question. We're all wondering why are there no other kids in
The
West.
kids are aware.
But now think about this. Think about this. So they're living in an 80s sitcom, right? When do the X-Men movies with Quicksilver takes place? The 70s and the 80s. Maybe that's why he was recast, because it's in that time period.
Wanda is in control.
No, she's not. Wanda said she wasn't in control, and she's not the one who started this. She's not in control.
Today we're here for, you guessed it, WandaVision. So, before we begin, we're going to share our predictions for this week's episode. So last week, Pietro Maximoff showed up, but in his X-Men form, played by Evan Peters. So, I'm not really sure what this could mean for the future of the series, but it has confirmed the existence of the multiverse in the MCU, which is super exciting. It has not confirmed it, but it's hinted at it. All right, so now we're all going to share our predictions for this week's episode. First up, Eamon, what are your predictions?
I've said this.
I'd be a great.
Jonathan?
Oh, me?
No.
He was.
Eamon, please share your
Personally,
predictions.
I know I've said this every time, but I think they'll go light on the plot this episode. Maybe
No.
they give so much plot every episode. There has to be one episode where it's like not as much
The
plot.
first two.
I mean, this is an 8-series show. They have
There's gonna
Nine.
be this episode is not gonna be as much interaction from that side. We're gonna see the building of that machine to go in, but I don't think it's gonna be nearly as much as the last two episodes. I think it's gonna focus more on Wanda and Vision and
Pietro.
yes, because I think that's gonna be an interesting dynamic. So at least I hope it focuses more on that because I want to see more of that instead of like the traditional Marvel stuff because it gets kind of boring.
Fair point. We're also gonna have Pietro and Wanda and Vision probably in their comic accurate costumes, as was shown in the trailer, which is really exciting. I mean, they're gonna look ridiculous, but it'll be fun to at least have a hint at that for the Halloween episode. So, Jonathan.
Yeah, kind of continuing off of Eamon's brilliant point. You know, the main character. As I was saying, continuing off that point made before on my colleague here, the main character's brother is now in the series. So
main character? Who's the main character?
Wanda.
Vision could be the main character.
No, he's not.
let me just say what I think. Okay, so basically, I just think what's gonna happen is basically Wanda and Pietro. Pietro's gonna like play his sitcom role for a while, but then at the end of the episode, there's gonna be some type of rude awakening, and he's gonna try to bring her. I won't say he'll actively be trying to bring her back to reality, but I think he'll definitely play some part in it because this is just way too sudden to be another mere addition to the cast.
So, Dean, you've had some interesting predictions in the past. So, what do you think about this week?
I missed the last 2 weeks, but I'm gonna stick to my previous predictions. Like Eamon, I think that Wanda and Vision are going to be in the show. The viewers love to see it. I mean,
So today, sadly, we have a glaring hole in our WandaVision watch party.
Carmine isn't here for the video, but I am, and I'm the best because I'm always here and everyone loves me.
But you and Carmen always get into fights, and it's just always
Well,
kind of funny
you know
to
what?
watch.
Look who's still here. Look who's not here. All right, I think this is just proof that I'm just the better one, right? Right, Jacob? I'm just the better one.
You're good at what are you good at?
Jacob, any predictions for this week's episode?
Maybe we're finally gonna learn who the hell Agnes is.
Oh, that's a fair point, actually. Any comment on that, Jonathan?
This episode or next?
Yes.
Finally gonna learn something about Agnes.
What do you think we'll learn about her?
Anything really? Like we know nothing.
I
Except
bet
that
the
she's her
twins will
neighbor.
age again.
Twins will age again to how old? To how old?
How old teenagers?
They're like
That would make
basically
sense.
teenagers
That would
already.
make sense. They're 10 years old.
That's like 3 years. That's like the same thing.
3 years is a long time.
I was the same when I
Wait,
was 10
can
as I
I
was
make another
12.
prediction?
You can.
I think that Wanda and Vision are both gonna be.
Dude, that's not funny.
It's only funny when Dean does
It's
it.
only funny when Dean
It's
does
only
it.
funny when Dean does it.
Yeah.
Now, without further ado,
Ejaculate.
we're gonna start the episode.
Ejaculate.
we have just finished episode 6 of WandaVision. This, I think, was one of the crazier episodes to date. Maybe the craziest episode.
Definitely the craziest.
Definitely the craziest episode.
No,
So,
not the best.
it was top tier episode. A lot happened, so we're gonna break it down for you and share what we thought about the episode. As always, first off, Eamon, what did you think?
So my prediction was on again, and I'm just gonna completely drop that now that we're in the final 2 episodes after
3
this.
episodes.
Oh yeah. So I'm just completely wrong constantly. I was very interested to see what would happen with Vision leaving and the Pietro being there. So
Yes.
I'm glad. I think I really enjoyed this episode. I don't know. I'm surprised that it expanded because now it's gonna become a more widespread issue
Yeah.
instead of just sword. I don't know because now it's like
It's a bigger area.
it's a lot bigger. So I think maybe we'll see more people, maybe another cameo or something like that. I don't know.
I very much enjoyed my time here. I would just like to point out I was right. Pietro was very much involved in Wanda becoming more conscious of her control over
That
this
is
world.
true.
I think she'll only get more tyrannical from here, since she's now expanded the universe to literally trap more people.
What do we
She's
think about the
conscious
fact that Pietro was Petra from X-Men? How does that affect it?
For now, I'm just not gonna think about it. 'Cause
I think
That
it's just about like how she lost her accent, which is because this is like traditional American TV, which is why they're not gonna have a traditional Sokovian person.
Right.
I think that is the only reason why. I don't think it's the multiverse. I think it's just
I think it
to
is.
fit the stereotype.
people are like the
No, because they're bringing in the X-Men somehow, the MCU.
Maybe.
That,
but
alright,
I think
I
it's
heard
just fitting the
I heard a valid
stereotype.
theory about that. The energy caused by the snaps activated the X.
Mutant Gene, yeah.
So that makes more. Cause a multiverse, but they're not ready for this.
What'd you think?
Even stage 5.
I was partly right.
How?
We sort of got insight on Agnes, but that little blip.
Partially. But we still didn't find out if she's actually.
Now-
Was she faking it, or was that real? That's the question. Because she could be faking it. I think you like to think she's faking it. I think they want you. They want you to believe it's real, which makes me think that she's faking it. You know what I mean?
Or she doesn't necessarily have to be faking it. It could just be that she is under Wanda's control per se.
I don't know.
But
like the whole
The
West
costume,
Coast,
the way we don't know anything about her, it makes it seem like Wanda wants her there.
I don't know. I think the whole fact that we don't get information on her makes it, you know what I mean? Like what you're saying. So I think that she just put her on ad for Vision, because what Vision did with his coworker, they have the same reaction. She was just mimicking that so he didn't get like too overly suspicious.
True.
So I think, everyone seems to be aware. Like what's his name? The Frankenstein guy. Like he was totally aware.
Oh, Herb.
I think changed Herb. Yeah. So I think, but she's like super aware, like same level Wanda, but I think she's just faking it so Vision doesn't. I don't know.
Lastly, Dean, what are your thoughts about this episode?
I don't have any great insights. As always, my prediction of WandaVision being in the show was correct, and then I also said that the twins might age, but in a sense they didn't really age, but they did develop. You know, we have
They developed their powers.
Yeah, they get their powers.
Wiccan's powers are similar to Scarlet Witch, but he can sense things around him. So it's kind of like Vibe from The Flash. All right, everyone. Well, those are our thoughts in episode 6 of WandaVision. So we'll be back next week, but that was crazy, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here.